Several inches of rain and thousands of lightning strikes poured across the Brazos Valley on the evening of April 20th. While most of those strikes occurred without causing any damage, there were a few notable bolts. One struck the backyard on Northgate, causing a fire and destroying some electronic equipment, and over on the western end of College Station, a Daily Company van was also struck, leading to extensive damage to both the interior and exterior of the vehicle.
When our warehouse manager came down to fully open the gates later that morning, he happened to walk by the front of it to open the gate all the way, and he's the one that first noticed the damage. And that's how we found it. We started to notice the little things. How concentrated all the damage was right down that one side, and it went all the way through, and there's actually damage to the tire where tread's hanging off, and then we noticed the spot on the concrete directly under the tire, and that's when we kind of put the pieces together like, oh, this might have been a lightning strike, and we're just lucky that that camera points right at the gate.
Often you are told to take shelter in your car during a thunderstorm to protect yourself from lightning. So what happened here? Well, thanks to data from the Houston Lightning Mapping Array, we have a pretty good idea. A relatively rare and destructive positive bolt struck the antenna of the car, but because of something called a Faraday cage, the current was channeled around the metal framing of the car rather than into the car. As the current moved around the windshield, it was able to heat the glass on the passenger side, causing it to expand and shatter. The current then continued to travel through the metal frame and exited out of the tire, scarring the asphalt below.
Because there's the myth that runs around that if you're in your car, you're grounded because of the rubber on the road. Well, that obviously is a myth.
Mr. Bloodworth is right. Contrary to popular belief, it's not the rubber on the tires that protects you from lightning strikes. It's actually the exterior metal frame. Thankfully, no one was in the van at the time of the strike, but even if someone had been, they likely would not have been impacted by the electrical current thanks to the protection provided by the Faraday cage. But even for an electrical company, this was too close for comfort.
We have a close relationship with electricity over here, but this is definitely the closest encounter we've ever had.
Berkeley Taylor, News 3.